Azrael, Joycelyn. It's just us against the world. You know that, right? And I need y'all to prove your loyalty to me. Everybody has left me, took my money, and now y'all all I got. And so I'm gonna need you to prove your loyalty to me. Will you prove your loyalty to me? Yeah? Okay. When you eat this, you belong to me.
Skits like this plus a lot more wine spill live with me, Unwind with Tasha K, on stage in Miami on October 20th, 2023 at 8 p.m. I better see the winos at the Flamingo Bar Theater. Grab your tickets. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and seats are first come, first served within your ticket tier. And if you think I cut up on this here internet, you ain't ready for the shit that's about to go down live on stage. Scan the QR code or get your tickets using the link below. The winos are toasting up in Miami. Purchase now. All right, so Jamie Foxx, interesting, throwing a party, as he always does. You know, everybody in Hollywood knows about Jamie's parties. I don't think there's any celebrity that I've talked to, even non-celebrity that I've talked to, that haven't been to one of Jamie Foxx's parties, whether they're butt naked on the basketball court or, you know, just whatever. I mean, there's not a soul that Jamie hasn't given a couch to. Okay? Now, to hear, after the whole country has been praying for him now, you know, the whole damn country, to hear Jamie throwing himself a party to celebrate his recovery from an undisclosed medical complication has me saying, you don't say. Now, you know what this is giving, you know, especially with him jumping out, because I know a lot of y'all talking about clone. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a clone or AI or anything like that. You know, it was his daughter. If his daughter would have never came to the internet to tell us that he was not, nobody would be wondering where he was, like we wondering what happened to Carly Russell, because that's what it's giving. Everybody just disappearing, getting sick, and we don't have a clue. Why even come tell us? We didn't ask you for, did we ask Jamie for that information? Did we ask his daughter for that information? He could have left the internet for 3 months, had his daughter post. We wouldn't have known a damn thing. We wouldn't have cared. We would have assumed he was somewhere filming or having a party. You know, word on the street is he loved a party. Party so much Oprah had to step in and call all the black OGs to do an intervention on him. Y'all don't remember that? When he was filming Ray? Trying to act like he was blind to the success? He couldn't be canceled or fired? Y'all remember that? When Oprah stepped in and said, you gonna lose your job. You about to lose your job. Say it with me. You gonna lose your job. He all of a sudden he could see again. Because he was filming that movie Ray when all that was going down. See, I do my backstory on this, okay? Now, there's, like I said, there's not a, I probably call up one of my girlfriends right now. She'll tell me about one of Jamie's parties. Jamie's parties are wild. The boy can party a 22-year-old under the table. He'll be looking at us and say, why you going to sleep, man? We just getting started. Where you going? Man, I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but where you going? To bed. Man, we sleep when we die around here because we're going to die early. Allegedly. However, but to hear that Jamie is celebrating his recovery, now let's read the language now. Now this is according to the Jasmine Bread. We're just gonna read between the lines. How about that? We're just going to have students gather around. It's story time. Remember how the teacher used to put you on the floor, have a little storybook and everything like that. And she sit down, make sure you can't see up her dress. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she cross her legs to the side and she read real slow to you. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to listen because we're looking for reading comprehension. Because when I call on you to ask you a question about what I just read, you better have known it. Otherwise, you can't read. Just because you can read a word, okay, and you can say a word, if you don't understand what it is that you're reading, you can't read. You're illiterate around here, okay? Now, R. Kelly can't do none of that. All right? Now, let's just take it back for a second, okay? Now, Jamie Foxx is celebrating his recovery from the medical complication he was battling back in April. According to reports, the 55-year-old actor hosted the event at the rehab facility in Chicago. I didn't write this. Students, let me know if you're listening. Did you get that? Teddy, did you get that? Teddy said he ain't in this, okay? Hosted the event at a rehab facility in Chicago where he attended on a regular basis due to his medical emergency. Now, to see him just jump out of cars like nothing happened, go saving purses and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He's swinging golf clubs, just... He seems fine. Renovations on his property. He picking out tile. A higher toilet. The source mentioned that Foxx has been working really hard these last couple of months to get back to normal and has greatly improved since he first got to the facility. However, they also mentioned that Jamie Foxx hasn't completely recovered yet. The source added he is doing some outpatient rehab, though. Now, Top Golf didn't look like he was in rehab. Jumping out of cars to save purses didn't look like he was in rehab. Sitting on the edge of a boat didn't look like he was stable enough. He wasn't paralyzed on one side of his body. In case he would have fell in the water, he knew he could swim. But he's still recovering, and he thinks he's gonna, not think, he's already scheduled the event at the rehab facility in Chicago. Now, Chicago has some of the best recovery centers in the world. Chicago's need for recovery outweighs anywhere else in the United States besides California. But in California, TMZ and them got way too much power down there. That's why we couldn't figure out. I was like, how TMZ ain't get the medical report yet? Did you ever notice that? Think with me, people. Think. Students. Think of Jamie as a bear. And the bear went to get help. But the bear seems physically fine to ride on boats, swim in case the boat hits the dock, a wave hits the boat. He got a cigar in his mouth saying, what's up? His aim at top golfing, it's giving therapy. It's giving therapy, and I cannot sit down for any proposed depositions or subpoenas or court hearings at all. And so even though this happened in Atlanta, we thought Chicago would be the place to go in order for him to recover. Now, students, this is the time for me to ask you if you understood, if you were able to comprehend what it is that I read, okay? Now, you have a beginning, middle, and an end, and I want somebody to tell me, all right, what is the main idea of this story here? Put up the chat. Could anybody pick up the main idea to this story? Okay? Raise your hand. I want to see hands in the chat. I want to see hands in the chat. Okay? What is the main idea to this story? And once you figure out the main idea, I need the next person, somebody else, okay? What is the conclusion to this story? What are you picking up? What is your hypothesis? What is your conclusion? Huh? You said, somebody said clout chasing. You can't read, Drew. Drew, I'm sorry. You need to work on your reading comprehension. V. Brown, nope. Stay woke. Rehab. Okay, we got OD. Somebody said misdirection. Somebody said he faking. His nose white. He's sloping. Well, we don't have a definite, but with the things, the words that were keywords, because you know in every story there's always keywords. There's an action word following an action verb and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you said the 55-year-old actor hosted an event at the rehab facility, what rehabs celebrate recovery? What rehabs celebrate step by step by step? Now, there's only certain rehabs that will allow you to celebrate when you leave, but not come back and continue outpatient services, but you seem fine when we see you outside. Okay? Now, the source mentioned that Foxx has been working really hard these last couple months to get back to normal. It's giving detox. I say it's giving detox. Now, I want the students to use their imagination. This is where creative writing and creative thinking gets in. And I want you to use the comment section, use your creative imagination, draw from the main idea using the action verbs and nouns in this here reading. And please tell me in your own words what it is that you think that Mr. Jamie Foxx's sources is trying to convey to us, okay? Be creative, be imaginative, and I'll come back to you later. Let's go. Ah!